Okay, so hi guys. I'll tell you the things that will happen of going on an airplane. Going through security. After we drop some of our bags off, we have to line up to go through security. We walk through a big metal detector and put our bags on a conveyor belt. This is to make sure we aren't accidentally carrying anything dangerous with us. Sometimes it's a long wait, sometimes it's quick, but we have to be patient and wait our turn. Once we're through, we're in the active area of the airport. Waiting at the gate. After we go through security, we can go to find our gate, which is where our plane is going to leave from. Once we find it, we can sit down and read a book, play with the iPod, listen to music, or even go for a walk around the airport with Mommy and Daddy if there's enough time. Getting the plane ready. While we are waiting at the gate, there's a lot going on at our plane, which has just arrived from somewhere else. Refuelers are filling the plane with fuel. Fuel in an airplane is stored in the wings. Baggage handlers are loading our bags into the baggage compartment. Flight attendants are cleaning the cabin, getting ready for the new load of passengers. And the pilots are going through checklists and maps to make sure the plane is ready to fly onto its new destination. Boarding. When the plane is fueled, cleaned, loaded, and ready for departure, it is time to board. A man or woman will come over to the loudspeaker and tell us that flight 123 is ready to board. We then line up with the other passengers, give the gate agent our boarding passes, and either walk outside to the plane or through the jetway onto the plane. We look at our boarding passes, find our seats, and then sit down and fasten our seat belts. Pushback. Once all the passengers are on board, the plane doors are closed. Then a small tractor is hooked up to the nose of the plane, and the entire aircraft is pushed backwards away from the gate to the ramp area where the engines can be safely started up. Sometimes the engines will start up during pushback. Engine start. At this point, the tractor will disconnect from the plane and we will hear a slow whining noise that tells us that the engines are being started. If we are in a propeller plane, we can look out the window and see the propeller start to spin faster and faster. If we were in a jet plane, the turbine starts to turn, which spins the compressor, which ignites the engine. One engine is started at a time. Control tower. Every big airport has a control tower. People in the control tower control all of the movements at an airport. Every airplane that takes off, lands, or taxis has to talk to the control tower using their radio. Our plane is now talking to the control tower. The control tower gives our plane permission to taxi to the runway. And prepare for takeoff. And prepare to take off. Taxiing. When airplanes move around the airport, it is called taxiing. Planes go along special roads called taxiways to get to the end of the runway. Sometimes we can see other airplanes moving around also, and sometimes we have to wait for other aircraft to take off or land before we can move on to the runway. Every plane has to take its turn. Takeoff. Finally is our turn to take off. The control tower tells the pilots to taxi onto the runway and that we are clear for takeoff. We taxi onto the runway and the engines are increased to full power. The plane starts moving faster and faster. Once the plane is moving fast enough, the wings are now generating lift and the pilots pull the nose off the ground and we're flying! Climb. Right after takeoff, the landing gear is retracted and the airplane turns toward its destination. This is called the climb out. The control tower tells the pilots how high they are allowed to fly, and the plane keeps climbing until we reach that height. Once they get that high, the plane levels off and can now go full speed towards our destination. Drinks and snacks. Once we are cruising along, the flight attendants will roll a large trolley down the aisle and offer drinks to all the passengers, one by one. When they get to us, we can ask for a drink if we want one. Be sure to say please. Mommy and Daddy will will get a drink, and we will have snacks that we brought along.